Hello everyone, I am Joseph. Welcome to Joseph's Easy English.
If you are new here, please click that subscribe button and like this video.
We help you practice real everyday English.
Please, if you like learning with us, click that subscribe button and give this video a like. It helps us so much. Yes, thank you.
Today is episode 2. We are talking about food, cooking, and restaurants.
Tom and Lucy are back. They will have a very long conversation to help you listen and learn.
It is slow, it is clear, and it is perfect for you. Let's start the lesson.
Hey, Lucy, it is so good to see you again. Welcome to my home. Please come into the kitchen.
Thank you, Tom. Wow, your kitchen is very bright. I love the big window over the sink.
Thank you. I like to look at the garden while I wash the dishes. It makes the work feel, less boring.
I agree. Washing dishes is the most boring chore in the world. Do you have a dishwasher?
I do. It is right here under the counter. But sometimes for big pots and pans, I prefer to wash them by hand.
You are very hardworking, Tom. I put everything in the dishwasher. If it doesn't fit in the dishwasher, I don't buy it.
That is a funny rule. Speaking of cooking, I am trying to make a special pasta today, but I am having a problem. I cannot find the salt.
The salt? Let's look together. Is it in the cupboard?
I checked the cupboard. I found the sugar, the flour, and the baking soda, but no salt.
Let's look near the stove. Usually, people keep salt near the stove because they use it while they are cooking.
Good idea. Let's see. Here is the olive oil, here is the black pepper, and here is, wait, Lucy, what is this?
That is a blue box. Let me see the label. SALT. Tom, this is the salt.
Oh, I was looking for a white jar. In my mother's house, the salt was always in a white jar with a little spoon.
Well, in the modern world, salt often comes in a blue box. Now you can start your pasta.
Thank you. Salt is so important. Without salt, food is bland.
Bland. BLAND. Let's explain that. If food is bland, it has no flavor. It is like eating paper.
Exactly. We want our food to be delicious, not bland. So, Lucy, before we cook, tell me about your grocery shopping habits. Last time you said you were hectic. Do you shop every day?
I try not to. I try to go once a week, usually on a Sunday afternoon. I make a very long list.
What is at the top of your list?
Milk. Always milk. My kids drink so much milk. If we run out of milk, it is a disaster.
What else?
Bread, eggs, bananas, and oatmeal. We eat oatmeal every single morning.
Oatmeal? Is that like a porridge?
Yes, it is made from oats. You add hot water or milk. I like to add blueberries and a little bit of honey. It is very healthy.
I tried oatmeal once, but I didn't like the texture. It was a bit, mushy?
Mushy. MUSHY. That means it is soft and wet like baby food.
Yes, mushy. I prefer crunchy food. I like toast with butter and jam.
Toast is good too, but oatmeal keeps you full for a long time. If I eat toast, I am hungry again at 10 a.m.
I understand. Oatmeal gives you stamina for the morning. I went to the store yesterday, Lucy. I was shocked. The prices are going up so fast.
I know, it is called inflation. Everything is more expensive this year.
I looked at the eggs. 1 dozen eggs. That is 12 eggs, cost $5.
$5? That is expensive. Were they organic eggs?
Yes, they were. I try to buy organic because I think they taste better.
Organic. Let's tell our students what that means. Organic food is grown without chemicals or pesticides.
Right. It is more natural, but it costs a lot more money.
I have a trick, Tom. I buy organic for the dirty dozen.
The dirty dozen? What is that?
It is a list of 12 fruits and vegetables that usually have a lot of chemicals. Things like strawberries, spinach, and apples.
Oh, so you buy organic apples, but you buy regular bananas?
Exactly, because you peel the banana. The thick skin protects the fruit, so the chemicals don't get inside.
That is very smart. You are a savvy shopper, Lucy.
Savvy means smart and practical. I try to save money where I can.
Do you use coupons? My grandmother always had a big book of paper coupons.
I don't use paper coupons, but I use an app on my phone. Before I go to the store, I clip the digital coupons.
Does it really save money?
Sometimes I save $10 or $20 on one trip. It adds up.
I am bad at using apps. I usually just go to the store and buy what I see.
That is impulse buying, Tom.
I know. I see a bag of chips on sale and I think, I need those chips.
But you didn't have chips on your list, did you?
No. And then I see a chocolate bar near the cashier and I buy that too.
That is how the stores make money. They put the candy right next to the line so you buy it while you're waiting.
It works on me every time. I'm a victim of marketing. It works on me every time. I'm a victim of marketing. Let's talk about cooking disasters. Have you ever ruined a meal?
Oh, many times. One time, I tried to make a birthday cake for my husband.
What happened? Did you burn it?
No, I didn't burn it, but I made a big mistake with the ingredients. I used salt instead of sugar.
Oh no. Salt and sugar look exactly the same.
Yes, they are both white and powdery. I put 2 cups of salt into the cake mix.
Wow, I can only imagine the taste.
My husband took a big bite, and his face turned very strange. He said, "Lucy, this cake is very interesting."
He was trying to be polite.
He was, but then he had to drink 3 glasses of water. We had to throw the whole cake away.
That is a sad story for a birthday. Did you go out to a restaurant instead?
We did. We went to a local Italian place and had pizza. It was much better than my salty cake.
Restaurants are great because you don't have to wash the dishes, but they can be stressful too.
Why do you find them stressful?
Well, if the restaurant is fancy, I don't know which fork to use.
Fancy. That means expensive and formal. Don't worry, Tom. Just start from the outside and work your way in.
That is a good tip. And the menu is often so long, I can never decide what to eat.
I usually ask the server, "What do you recommend?"
Recommend. That means to ask for a suggestion.
Yes, the servers know which dishes are the best and which ones are the most popular.
I also look at the specials. Usually, the chef makes something special with fresh ingredients from the market.
But be careful, Tom. Sometimes the specials are very expensive and they don't put the price on the menu.
That is true. One time, I ordered a special fish, and when the bill came, it was $40.
Oh my goodness! Always ask, "How much is the special?" before you order. It is not rude to ask.
Let's look at the sections of a menu. First, there are appetizers.
Appetizers are small plates. You eat them while you are waiting for your main meal.
My favorite appetizer is calamari. That is fried squid.
I love bruschetta. It is toasted bread with tomatoes, garlic, and olive oil.
Then there is the main course. This is the big plate.
For the main course, I usually look for poultry, chicken or turkey, or seafood.
I am a steak guy. I love a good steak with mashed potatoes.
How do you like your steak cooked?
Medium rare. That means it's still a little bit pink in the middle.
I prefer well done. I don't like to see any pink.
If you say well done to a chef, they might be a little bit sad. They think it ruins the meat.
Maybe, but I'm the one eating it.
And we can't forget side dishes.
Sides are small portions that come with your main meal, like French fries, coleslaw, or steamed vegetables.
I always ask for extra fries. I know it's not healthy, but I can't help it.
And what about the drinks?
In America, when you sit down, the server usually brings a glass of top water for free.
I love that about the US. In some countries, you have to buy a bottle of mineral water or sparkling water.
Sparkling water has bubbles, right?
Yes, some people call it carbonated water or soda water.
I prefer still water. No bubbles for me, please. Let's do a little restaurant role play. I will be the customer and you be the server.
Okay, I have my notebook and pen ready.
Excuse me, miss. Can we have a table for two, please?
Certainly, sir. Do you have a reservation?
No, we don't. Is there a long wait?
It will be about 15 minutes. You can wait at the bar if you like.
15 minutes is fine. Thank you.
Your table is ready, sir. Follow me, please. Here are your menus. Would you like to start with some drinks?
Yes, please. I'll have a large iced tea, and my friend would like a lemonade.
Great. Are you ready to order appetizers, or do you need a few more minutes?
We are ready. We will share the onion rings, please.
Excellent choice. I'll be right back with your drinks.
That was easy, but what if there's a problem?
Like what?
Like, what if the food is cold?
Then you must be polite but firm. You can say, "Excuse me, I'm sorry, but my soup is a bit cold. Could you please heat it up?"
Or what if they bring me the wrong dish? I ordered chicken, but they brought me beef.
You can say, "I'm sorry, I think there's a mistake. I ordered the chicken, but this is beef."
The server will usually say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I will fix that right away."
Most restaurants want you to be happy. They will give you a free dessert if they make a big mistake.
A free dessert? Okay, I hope they make a mistake every time. Now the most difficult part for many students, tipping.
Yes. In the United States, tipping is not optional. It is expected.
Why is that?
Because the minimum wage for servers is very low, they rely on tips to pay their rent and buy their own groceries.
So how much should we tip?
The standard is 15% to 20% of the total bill.
20%. So if the meal costs $50, I should leave a $10 tip?
Exactly. You can leave the cash on the table, or you can add it to your credit card bill.
What if the service was terrible? The server was rude and the food was late.
Some people leave 10%, but they usually talk to the manager first to explain why they are unhappy.
It is a very different system than in Japan or Europe, where the tip is often included in the price.
Yes, in Japan, if you leave a tip, the server might run after you to give the money back. They think you forgot your change.
That happened to me in Tokyo. I felt so embarrassed. Let's talk about fast food. Everyone knows American fast food.
McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, they are all over the world.
Do you eat fast food, Lucy?
Maybe once a month when I am very busy and I don't have time to cook.
I like drive-thrus.
Drive-through, that is when you stay in your car and order through a speaker.
It is so convenient. You don't even have to put on real shoes. You can wear your pajamas.
Ha, Tom, that is so lazy.
But the food is greasy. Greasy.
Greasy means it has a lot of oil or fat. It tastes good, but it makes you feel heavy afterwards.
We call it junk food because it is not good for your health, like junk in a garage. What about snacks? I love snacking between meals.
Me too. My favorite snack is apple slices with peanut butter.
Peanut butter? That is very American.
It is. It is sweet and salty and has a lot of protein.
I prefer potato chips or crackers, something with a lot of crunch.
Do you eat snacks while you're watching a movie?
Oh, always. Popcorn is a must.
With butter or without butter?
With lots of butter and salt. Lucy, have you ever tried street food in another country?
Yes, I went to Mexico City last year. I ate tacos on a street corner.
Were you worried about getting sick?
A little bit, but I followed the golden rule of street food.
What is the golden rule?
Look for a long line of local people. If the locals are eating there, the food is fresh and safe.
That is a great tip, and usually street food is much cheaper than restaurant food.
It was $2 for 3 amazing tacos. It was better than any fancy restaurant I've been to.
Well, Lucy, I think our pasta water is boiling.
Finally, I am so hungry.
Let's put the pasta in and remember to add the salt we found.
Don't worry, I won't let you forget.
After dinner, should we have some dessert?
I have some ice cream in the freezer.
Vanilla or chocolate?
It's cookies and cream.
Perfect. That is my favorite.
Let's eat.
Okay, Lucy, the water is starting to boil now. Look at all those bubbles. It is very hot.
Perfect. Is the water salty enough? Remember, we need to add the salt we found.
Oh, right. Let me add 2 big spoons of salt. Splash, splash. There.
Good. Now, which pasta should we use? You have so many boxes in your cupboard.
Let me see. I have spaghetti, which are the long, thin strings. I have penne, which are the short tubes. And I have fusilli.
Fusilli. That is a funny word. What does it look like?
It looks like a little screw or a spiral. It is very good for holding the sauce.
Let's use the fusilli. My kids love that shape because it is fun to eat.
Okay, fusilli it is. I will pour the whole bag into the boiling water.
How long does it need to cook?
The box says 11 minutes for al dente.
Al dente. That is an Italian phrase, right? What does it mean in English?
It means to the tooth. It means the pasta is not too soft. It is still a little bit firm when you bite it.
I like al dente. If pasta is too soft, it feels like, mushy bread.
I agree. While we wait for 11 minutes, let's talk about kitchen tools.
Okay. I see a lot of tools hanging on your wall. What is that big flat thing?
That is a spatula. S-P-A-T-U-L-A.
I use a spatula for flipping pancakes or eggs in a pan.
Exactly. And what about this? It looks like a giant spoon with holes in the bottom.
That is a colander or a strainer. You use it to drain the water away from the pasta.
Drain. That means to let the water go out so only the food stays in the bowl.
Right. And what is that silver tool with the wires? It looks like a balloon.
That is a whisk. W-H-I-S-K. You use it to mix eggs or make cream fluffy.
I love the sound of a whisk. Wish, wish, wish.
Lucy, do you have any dietary restrictions?
Dietary restrictions. That is a big phrase. Let's explain it. It means things you cannot eat or choose not to eat.
Exactly. For example, some people are vegetarians.
I am a vegetarian. I eat vegetables, fruit, grains, eggs, and cheese. But I do not eat meat. No chicken, no beef, no pork.
What about fish? Some people say they are vegetarian, but they eat fish.
Those people are actually pescatarians. But for me, no fish either.
And what is a vegan?
A vegan is even more strict. They do not eat anything that comes from an animal. No meat, no fish, no eggs, no milk, and no honey.
Wow, no honey? Why no honey?
Because honey comes from bees, and bees are animals. Vegans only eat plants.
That must be very difficult when you go to a restaurant.
It is getting easier. Many restaurants now have a V next to the dishes on the menu.
V for vegetarian or vegan. That is very helpful.
Also, many people are gluten-free.
Gluten is a protein found in wheat, right? So no bread and no regular pasta.
Right. They have to eat pasta made from rice or corn.
And we can't forget allergies. Some people have a nut allergy.
That is very serious. If they eat one peanut, they can get very sick.
I always ask my guests, are you allergic to anything, before I cook for them. It is the safe thing to do.
Let's go back to the restaurant for a moment. What if the restaurant is very loud?
I hate that. If the music is too loud, I can't hear you talk.
You can ask the server, "Excuse me, could you please turn down the music a little bit?"
Does it work?
Sometimes. If they say no, I usually don't go back to that restaurant. I want to talk while I eat.
What about the wait time? What if you have a reservation, but you are still waiting for 20 minutes?
That is very annoying. You can say to the host, "Excuse me, we had a reservation for 7 p.m. It is now 7:20. When will our table be ready?"
Usually, they will apologize and give you a free drink or an appetizer.
On the house. Have you heard that phrase?
On the house means it is free. The restaurant pays for it.
I love it when things are on the house. It makes the wait feel better.
What do you do with the leftovers, Lucy?
Leftovers are the food you do not finish at the restaurant.
In America, we always ask for a to-go box or a doggy bag.
Doggy bag is a funny name. Do people really give the food to their dogs?
Haha, sometimes, but usually we just eat it for lunch the next day.
I love leftover pizza for breakfast. Is that strange?
Not at all. Cold pizza is a classic breakfast for many people.
In some countries, it is strange to take food home from a restaurant, but in the US, it is very common. We don't like to waste food.
Exactly. We paid for it, so we want to keep it. Okay, the pasta timer is ringing. Beep, beep, beep. 11 minutes are finished.
Let's test it. Take one piece of pasta out and bite it.
Ouch, it is very hot. Chew, chew. Yes, it is perfect. Firm but cooked. Al dente.
Great. Now use the colander to drain the water in the sink.
Look at all that steam. It's like a sauna in here.
Now put the pasta back in the pot and add the sauce.
I have a red tomato sauce with garlic and basil.
Basil? That green leaf? It smells amazing.
I grow it in a small pot on my windowsill. Fresh herbs make a big difference.
I agree. Herbs like basil, parsley, and rosemary, they're like magic for food.
Now, let's set the table.
I will help. Where are the placemats?
They are in the drawer, and we need napkins too.
Paper napkins or cloth napkins?
Let's use cloth napkins today. It feels more fancy.
Okay, and the silverware?
Silverware is the collective name for forks, knives, and spoons.
I'll put the fork on the left and the knife on the right.
And the water glass goes above the knife.
You are very organized, Tom. Your table looks like a restaurant.
Dinner is served.
It looks beautiful. Thank you for cooking, Tom.
You're welcome. Thank you for helping me find the salt.
Anytime. Taste the pasta. Oh, Tom, this is not bland at all. It is delicious.
I'm so glad. The salt really helped.
And the sauce is a little bit spicy. I like it.
I added a few red pepper flakes, just a little bit.
It is perfect. After we finish this, do you want to talk about dessert?
I am always ready to talk about dessert. I have some apple pie in the oven.
Apple pie with vanilla ice cream?
We call that apple pie a la mode.
A la mode, another French phrase. Americans use a lot of French words for food, don't they?
We do. Menu, chef, dessert, a la mode. It sounds more elegant.
Well, your dinner is very elegant, Tom. Thank you.
You're welcome, Lucy. Let's eat before it gets cold.
Did you understand the conversation? It was a long one today.
We talked about a lot of food. My stomach is growling.
We learned about bland food, organic shopping, and how to tip 20%.
Now we have a question for you. What is your favorite dish to cook at home?
Please write your answer in the comments below. Use English if you can, but even a few words are fantastic.
We read as many as we can, and we always give hearts.
And while you're there, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, Joseph's Easy English.
Because you'll see our new videos, and it helps us to keep making lessons for you.
Yes, hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon.
Our next video will be about talking about your hobbies. Ooh, that will be fun.
So from both of us, thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
You are doing something amazing by learning a new language. Be safe, be happy, and keep practicing.
Thanks for watching Joseph's Easy English. See you next time.